Now, 800 CHAB presents Ask the Expert. Here's Rob Carney.
With Greg Marcyniuk from Heritage Insurance in downtown Moose Jaw. Greg, we're being proactive here on Ask the Expert over the course of the past couple of weeks. We've talked about getting ready for ice damming, getting ready for winter, and now today, getting ready for winter in our vehicles. Oh, so important that we have an emergency preparedness kit handy. It literally could save our lives.
That's for sure, Rob. I know myself, I've been stranded in a vehicle, and it makes all the difference and just makes you feel better if you, especially when you have small kids or elderly people with you. You've got to be prepared because you look at last year's winter, it was a tough one. So hopefully it doesn't come this tough this year, but if it does, we want to be prepared. So the biggest thing that you want to get together, I've got mine together in a gym bag. First of all, you want food that won't spoil, either an energy bar or chocolate bar or nuts. Those are the type of things that you want. As well, you definitely want water, and keep it in a plastic bottle. Don't fill the plastic bottle right up because it will expand, so it doesn't break because it will freeze, you know that. And you should replace that. I do every couple months anyways, just because it does freezes. Another thing is a blanket. And I always carry a snowmobile suit along with good quality boots and gloves, and of course a block heater or a toque, as we say. And first aid kit, definitely. Another thing that I would really recommend is a seat belt cutter. Keep that seat belt cutter up in the front because we've had situations, cars have rolled, people haven't been able to get out. There was a lady last winter had hung upside down. Fortunately, somebody, a good Samaritan, did stop, cut her out. They figure she would have died had someone not stopped and done that. So again, pick those up wherever. You should have a small shovel and a scraper and a snow brush, a candle in a deep dish can, of course with matches or a lighter, wind-up flashlight with the radio combined, but at least a wind-up flashlight. The other thing a lot of people don't carry is a whistle. You know, you can holler, but with that whistle, that sound will carry that much more for anyone coming out to look at. The other thing that you should have is road maps. I know a lot of people have discarded their road maps because of the iPhones, but what happens if your iPhone is dead? So good idea to have a local map in there as well. And something that you should jot down is have some sort of an emergency plan in place if you do go in a ditch, especially for any teen drivers that aren't experienced, and have it in there to let them know to stay put and to make sure that, you know, if you stay put, somebody will come out and let you come and find you and let other people know where you're going. The other thing that you should keep in your trunk, sand, salt, or kitty litter, it's the non-clump type, antifreeze and windshield washer fluid, a tow rope because you never know when you can help or you're going to be towed out yourself, jumper cables, and of course a fire extinguisher, warning lights and or flares. So just some basic common things that you should have ready now because the weather is still good. You want to take that time. Let's be prepared so that if an emergency does happen, no one's going to lose their life.
Fire extinguisher, what a great idea. You could save someone else's life if you ran into an accident where there was a fire. And the biggest thing, Greg, is that we can't stress it enough, if you do get stranded in your vehicle, your chances of survival are huge, are greater if you stay with your vehicle.
You're better off to stay there, especially with the prairies and the big wind chill factors, and it's so easy to get disorientated in this country. So just stay put, and if you have all these things here, you know, you can sit and you can survive quite a while.
You can get a complete list on what you should have in your emergency preparedness kit on your website.
That's correct. NoHassleInsurance.ca, or come on down to the 1st and Fairford Street West and talk to any of our fine people here.
This has been Ask the Expert on 800 CHAB.